All right, so I did get a letter from a principal, believe it or not, at a place called Round Rock ISD, Canyon Vista for theater arts. So went ahead and sent the application. Your application has been submitted. Thank you for your interest. And it's about 170 miles from where we're at. But we can make it work because the paycheck would be probably around $4,000 a month. So a pretty good little opportunity. Certified welcome. What did Kitty do?
Kickoff is at 6:30 hours tonight. We're watching ESPN here opposite to SoFi Stadium, about 15 minutes. Double check the bathroom after you, did you?
It's fine, I checked it.
Because you were the last one in there. Okay.
Yeah, it's fine. Checked all the rooms, they're good. All the way from Louisiana with a little pelican in the middle. All right, so we're gonna pick up sushi and drop it off at your doorstep from the sushi place. At Ahana Sushi. It says Slow Car Society. Pretty cool. All the way from Georgia. All right, we got ourselves a roadie. We're gonna pick it up at Walmart and then head on back.
So you submitted it, but not approved yet?
No, it is. It's good. It's good. It's good. All right, this one's for $15, so it's $10.20 on arrival. Are you hiding or on the corner? Why? Why? Oh, you're taking a cigarette break. You're gonna have to put that in the back seat. And also, I'm gonna have to go around and see if they're even doing them right now.
Oh, okay.
It's already been like 15 minutes. No one's come out that door or anything. I can show it to them and then tell them we're over here. Okay. So, well, I mean, I'll have to wait for you to finish your cigarette, but then we'll put that in the back seat. Walmart and ask, see if they're even running it. Usually after a while they just give you a cancellation fee on roadie. If you're doing a roadie. So he's like the only manager on duty?
Well, no, there's 3 of them right now.
Okay, cool. Right. Go look for a manager and see if they're even running roadie tonight. But you can see there's a lot of stuff backed up. Looks like they stopped doing pickups about 9. So probably head on back. Sometimes I think Bukowski had it lucky. even say it correctly, at this Round Rock teaching job turns out for me. I'll be getting about $4,000 a month, and will only be 19 miles from Austin, where the legendary Richard Linklater, who broke grounds with the cult classic film Slackers, or Slacker, it's called Slacker, I always call it Slackers plural, but it's actually Slacker, you know, made Slacker in, you know, the time of Generation X, and, you know, made also some great films. I think he even has an Oscar. He's a really good filmmaker, but he's in Austin. I've auditioned for him. I auditioned for him for the Newton Boys when they did the Newton Boys. I think he might have been at the table, because there were, like, it looked like there were 4 casting directors. This is for Newton Boys, and I flew out to Austin, stayed in a motel. My mom gave me a ticket because she worked for the airlines for almost more than 20 years. So I got like a ticket, flew out there, and I don't remember if I did a monologue or not. I think I just stood there, but I don't remember doing a monologue. I might have, but I did turn in my headshot. I don't think they said anything to me. They just all kind of looked at me. They didn't say next or anything. They just were like sitting there. I think Linklater was there, but he did not come off as like a filmmaker or anything like that to me. He just came off as like a normal kind of guy. And I just kind of was standing there, and we were all just kind of looking at each other. And I think I just said, well, is that good? And they're like, yeah. But I had given them my headshot, and I must have did a monologue. I think I busted out with a monologue or something. And then it was over with. They didn't say anything. And I think they said thank you or something. And that was it. That was my chance of getting the Newton Boys. But they ended up using Ethan Hawke. Now this is the kingdom of Jesus will never end. Luke 1:33. It never ends. But didn't know. I had no, like, you know, back then the only way to get information on a movie, we didn't have Backpage Online or anything, was to read those little movie magazines. There was just really no information about the Newton Boys that was more than a paragraph. Didn't know they were going to use Vince D'Onofrio. I think Matthew McConaughey was in it, and like Ethan Hawke, and the guy that really committed the robberies, because it was about a train robbery back in the turn of the century nearly. It was like a Western. And the guy's last name was Newton, and he robbed a train with his brothers and stuff, and it turned out to be kind of a disaster. But he got busted. He spent time. He did hard time, and then he ended up on like David Letterman or something, or Johnny Carson or something, and David Letterman, I think. And they interviewed him about the whole robbery and stuff. I think it took place in Texas, I'm pretty sure. Richard Linklater would know. But I saw the film. It was kind of a sleeper. You know, it wasn't like one of his successful Westerns. I didn't get to be in it, but I think one of my ex-girlfriends, this Catholic chick that I knew, she got to be like an extra in it. And then I called her, and she asked me, like, what did you think about my work? I was like, you're just sitting there. You know, the camera just passed by. It's still hard to be an extra, though, to be like a background artist. You know, you still have to focus. I mean, if you totally do not know what you're doing, I could see the director going, that's really good, that's really good. But you still kind of have to at least stay awake, you know, while the camera's filming. I did it. I went out to Hollywood and was in a couple of movies, you know. But it would have been cool, you know, to be in it, but no callback, nothing. You know, it was weird. The weird thing about it was I was the only one there at the audition. I flew. You got to realize, I flew all the way to Austin, stayed at a motel for the night, you know, gave them my headshot and resume. I know it was Linklater had to be there, and nothing for, you know, I guess they knew I wasn't living in the area. I guess they found out if I was living in the area. They may have asked that. They're like, are you living in the area? I said, no, I live in Fort Worth. And then, you know, it's like you drive like 3.5 hours just to stand in the background. You know, that was the closest I would get. So he probably just got extras and background artists from that were at UT. She was on campus at the time, so he was already at Austin and everything. So this was way before Boyhood and, you know, Tape, Suburbia, you know, School of Rock. This was a Western that he tried to pull off. But they say that it was kind of a failure, and like a lot of the actors admit that it just didn't work as a movie. But I'd like to go back and see it, you know, to see why like it didn't work. And there's a really cool car right there. It could have worked. You know, sometimes they say films don't work, and then you watch them 10 or 15 years later, and they do actually work. It probably is a good film. You know, if you go and watch it, you're probably like, this is a pretty good little Western, you know? But at the time when it was released, it just didn't do, I don't think it did really, like, super well at the box office. So it was considered a failure, and, you know, I didn't feel as bad for missing it, you know. But Dazed and Confused, I remember seeing that when we were in college. Believe I probably saw that around about the same time, and that was a heightened success.
Another 20 minutes.
Another what?
We're at the Uncle Julio's. So we got 20 minutes.
Oh, the Uncle Julio's.
It's on the side.
What was about the Uncle Julio's? Oh, you're talking about, oh, I see what you're saying.
Oh, there's it.
You can kind of see it right there. Is he not in the mood for scratching?
Oh, did we move it?
No, it's still there.
Okay, scratch.
Go at it. Come on, you can do it. Here he goes. Oh, he's stretching first. He just woke up. There he goes. Good job.
Hey, want some water? Or you want to go
He's
potty?
probably been sleeping for, I don't know, 20 hours.
Oh.
Well, he gets 10-hour segments of sleep.
Well, they gone 7 hours. We got you some cat litter.
And cut. I tried to cut it, but it didn't cut.
Hey, baby.
Oh yeah, we're supposed to do a segment. What did Kitty do while we were gone?
Yeah.
It's not a scratching post. What did he do? Let's see. He scratched right there. Most likely he probably went to sleep right here. And he could have played with this little bandit thing that's a catnip thing in his cat cave. Right there.
No cabinets are open.
Yeah.
Did
And he
pee?
probably
Did
pooped.
He pee? Oh, let's see if
Let's
he
see.
poops.
He probably pooped right
he's
there.
going- he always goes to the bathroom
That's
when
where
we
he
get
goes
home.
to the poopy. Probably went to go poop.
He always goes to the bathroom right after he scratches.
He sure does. He has a ritual. He follows it closer than David Lynch. What did Jack do? Or what did Kitty do? He's thinking. There he goes, right there. That's a good spot. Right there, Kitty. Good job. He's still getting situated. You can kind of tell that if they're going to go poo. Yeah, you can tell his back will start kind of twitching. Yep, he's pooping. All right, Kitty. In all road trip films, there has to be poop. We're all watching, Kitty. The whole world's watching. And cut. Perfect. Print. And we got them at discount.